bunny. Have you seen a bunny before? Yeah, are they cute? Are they fluffy? Yeah. So this is a bunny rabbit. His name is Roger. Roger the rabbit. And it's a funny name, yeah. And he's called a lop-eared rabbit. Do you think you know why his name is a lop-eared rabbit? Do you see these things here? Yeah. Are they really floppy ears? Yeah, so that's why he's called a lop-eared rabbit, because he has big ears. What do you think he uses his ears for?
For hearing.
For hearing. Do you think the big ears help him hear better?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So if he's in the wild, do you think he has really good hearing to protect himself? Yeah. What do you think bunnies like to eat?
Carrots.
Carrots? Anything else?
I don't.
You don't know? No?
Potatoes.
Potatoes? Not quite. They actually like to eat something that horses like to eat. It begins with an H.
Hay.
Yeah, so they actually really like to eat hay.
Grass.
Grass as well, yeah. They like to eat hay. They also like to eat a lot of vegetables. Like, they get a little,
Bananas.
Bananas, maybe. Some fruits.
Apple.
Apples, maybe as a treat, yeah.
Maybe watermelon.
Yeah. So, yeah, rabbits like to eat a lot of vegetables and hay, and they do like carrots, but carrots are a special treat for them. So carrots are kind of like a cookie or a cupcake to us, and we don't eat that every single day, right? We get that as a treat, right? So if he ate a carrot every single day, would that be good for us? No, it wouldn't be good for him, right? So he gets carrots only when he's being extra good or we feel like he needs a treat. So he's a little shy, so he is putting his little head in my arm. He doesn't really want to come out. So, you see his big feet here in the back?
I want to touch him.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think he can jump really?
I want to touch him.
Do you think he's really fast? Yeah, he's really fast, right? Do you have any questions for him?
Yeah.
What is your question?
When he eats carrots.
Yeah, they do eat carrots. Anyone have any questions? Do you want to touch him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we can touch him, but there's a few rules for touching him. We're going to take 2 fingers like this. Can I see 2 fingers like this from everyone? We're going to come up one at a time, and we're going to take our 2 fingers and just pet him really gently on the back right here, okay? All right? So, Jaxon, do you want to come up and pet him first? Yeah, just like that. Good job. All right, do everyone else want to line up on this side over here? We're going to touch him one at a time. Take 2 fingers like this and then on his back. Yeah, good job. Yeah. Good job. Was he soft? Yeah. Do you guys want a pet? Do you guys want a pet? He's really soft. Do you want a pet? Yeah. Come on, he's really soft. We'll do it with you if you want. So I take 2 fingers like this, and we're just gonna pet him. He's really soft. He's really nice. You can do it. He's really soft. You want me to do it with you? We're gonna take 2 fingers like this. And we're just gonna pet him like this. You don't have to. You can do it. You can do it. See? Isn't he soft? Yeah. Do you want a pet? Good job. Good job.
I don't know. Taking down to this
There we go. Any adults want a pet? No one? Come on, he's really soft.
We have a pet, Jaxon. Jaxon, what kind of pet do we have? What's her name? There you go, Chloe.
Yeah. Any other adults want to try?
You can use your 2 fingers.
All right, so we're gonna wave goodbye to Roger.
It was.
Yeah.
That's because the kids are too rough.
Alright.
All right. So before we move on, we're all just gonna get a little hand sanitizer. I'm gonna put our hands out like this, and we're gonna rub our hands together. Good job. And there's hand sanitizer in the back. Sorry. Okay. So Jax,
You want some?
which box do you want next?
Yes, sir.
Out of these two?
Excuse me. She needs some hand sanitizer too.
There you go.
Thanks.
That one, the white one. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You want this one? All right. So the same rules. We're gonna stay seated and we're gonna be quiet. You guys are really good.
He's gonna be a snake. He's a snake. No, it's not a snake. It is a snake. They saw it is. Now it's the lizard. The widow snake. Snake. That's a snake. That's a snake.
Sorry.
You so much. Thank you.
Whoa.
Do you guys know what this is? A lizard? Do you know what type of lizard it is?
Iguana.
An iguana? It's actually not an iguana. Iguanas are a little bigger than this guy. This guy's called a bearded dragon.
Whoa.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of that before? Now you've seen one up close. So I'm gonna bring him around. We're not gonna put our hands out to touch him, but we can see him up really close. Isn't he pretty cool looking? Yeah, right?
It's a snake.
Yeah. He's really cool. He's really friendly though. Don't be scared of him. He's really nice. So this is a bearded dragon. Do you know where he gets his name from? He doesn't have a beard, right? No, right? So why is he called a bearded dragon? So he has this little flexible skin underneath, if you can see it. It's really flexible. It's really stretchy. You guys see it right here? Yeah, right? So when he's in the wild and he gets scared, he actually can take that skin underneath and blow it up into a really big ball, and it turns pitch black. Do you think that looks kind of scary? Yeah, do you think that would scare animals off? Yeah, right? So bearded dragons are actually pretty harmless. They're really nice. They can't run fast. They can't really give you a nasty bite or anything like that. So how they survive in the wild is that they make themselves look scarier than they actually are. So do you think these look really sharp on his side? No, they don't look sharp, these little spikes?
Oh yeah.
They do look sharp, right? But when you touch them, they're actually really soft. They kind of feel like plastic. So he's not actually sharp at all. And on his face, he has them too, but they're not sharp at all either. But do you think if an animal saw him and saw the spikes on him, do you think they would think he's sharp? They wouldn't want to go near him, right? You have a question?
Yeah. Why does he have holes on his side?
On his side, right here, so those are actually his ears, right? Do you see the holes? Yeah, so those are his ears. Our ears have holes too, right? He just doesn't have the actual ear part, it's just a hole. Yeah. So do you see his long tail here? So he actually can do something really cool where if he's in the wild and an animal gets him by his tail, he can actually take his own tail off. He can release his tail so that if an animal has him, then he can run away. And he can't grow back his tail, but he can release
But in
it.
the movie, we saw a lizard running.
Yeah, I saw a lizard running. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I have seen lots of lizards.
Lots of lizards. Lizards are my favorite animal.
And I've seen a big dog.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you have any questions for him? No? What do you think he likes to eat? You don't know? Anyone have any guesses of what they like to eat?
Flies.
Flies? Yeah, so he does. Yeah, he does eat little.
Also, chameleons and toads and frogs and things.
Yeah. Yeah. You have a question?
Yeah, I have seen a big bear in my backyard.
Really? Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, they do like to eat insects, but they also like to eat a lot of vegetables and fruits as well. So he gets a chopped salad for his lunch every day. Yeah. So do you have any more questions for him? Do you think if he lived in the desert and there was a lot of sand and dirt, do you think he would blend in with it well? No? You don't think so? If he was on the ground sitting really still? No? Really? I think he would. I think he would blend in pretty well. And that's another way that he would protect himself in the wild as well. Yeah. So any other questions, or do you want to say goodbye to him?
Goodbye.
Say goodbye. We're going to wave goodbye to him.
I saw he trailed off about 5 minutes ago. I was like, where's the snake? I think that lizard's cool.
Jaxon, would you like that lizard?
Was he a cool looking lizard? Yeah, right? He's pretty cool.
What's inside the nut box?
I don't know. We're gonna have to open it and find out.
It's a snake.
You think it's a snake?
That's a snake.
You think? I don't know.
I think it's a butterfly.
You think it's a butterfly? You think it's an elephant?
I think it's a spider.
It's a spider?
It is a snake.
I think it's a snake, but it kind of looks like the same packaging that the lizard was in, right? I don't know what it is.
It is a snake.
Yeah, you guys guessed right. It is a snake.
It's a snake.
He's a really pretty snake too.
But where's his face?
Where's his face? So, this snake is called a ball python. The reason they're called a ball python is because they curl up in a little ball like
Is
this.
he tiny?
So I'm going to try and get his face out so you can see him a little better. But he doesn't really seem like he wants to. He's a little scared.
He likes.
There we go. You can see his face.
He's mean.
He's a very nice snake,
Can we
actually.
touch it?
We can't touch him, but we can look at him up close, and he is very nice. Yeah. So do you think if this guy was in the wild, do you think he would blend in with anything? No, right? He's really colorful, right?
And he's also a snake.
And he's a snake.
Yellow.
He's a bright yellow. He wouldn't really blend in with anything. So this guy's actually not one that you would find in the wild. He's called a banana ball python, which means that he gets the banana. Hey guys, we're still gonna be quiet, all right? So he's called a banana ball python because he is bright yellow and he's a very pretty snake. And the ball python again is because they protect themselves by rolling up into a little ball. He can also constrict, which means that when he gets his prey, he actually wraps his body around them so he can catch his prey. So what do you think he likes to eat?
A mouse.
A mouse? Yeah, he does like to eat mice. So when this is a little guy, he's a baby. He's only about a year old and he's really small. When he's really big, he's probably going to be about the size from this table to that table.
Oh.
So you're going to need at least 3 people to hold him when he's grown up. So do you think he eats full mice at this size? No, he eats little baby mice. Yeah. So when he's really big, he's going to get a lot more food, but right now he only gets a little bit of food. And it's really cool that he's a baby because you can see him. He's so small he can fit in the palm of my hand, but when he's big, he's going to be really big.
Where are those? Where are those indigenous to?
What?
Where are those indigenous to? You know, or country? Okay.
I'm not sure. I know this one is bred specifically for the color because people, when they have snakes as pets, they want their snakes to be really pretty. They want to show them off. So luckily, we do have a really pretty snake here to show you. But it's not all snakes look like this, right? Have you ever seen any other snakes? What colors are other snakes? Like dark, yeah, like dark colors, like dark brown and green and stuff like that. Because those are the wild
Blue
ones.
snakes.
Blue snakes. You've seen a blue snake?
I saw all of them.
Yeah? Yeah, snakes are really cool. So do you have any questions for him?
I see Snake Jackson.
Yeah?
Does he eat baby mice?
He eats baby mice because he's small, so he can only eat small animals. Yeah? Does he have a name? So, like I said, he is a ball python, so his name is Monty the Python.
Little dragon.
Yeah. No, he has a pretty strict diet of just mice. So the small ones are called pinkies. They're really tiny. They're like this big. And then they get baby mice which are this big, and then they get the full-size mice when they're bigger. Yeah. Yeah, no. Just mice. Yeah. So you have any other questions for him? Have you ever seen a snake shed before? No. Do you know what that is? No. Snakes can shed their skin. So snakes shedding their skin helps them to grow. Do we wear the same clothes since we were little? No, right? We get new clothes when we get bigger, right? So that's pretty much the same thing that he does. He sheds his skin so that he can grow bigger, and he keeps shedding until he's full size, and then he won't really shed as much anymore. So actually, he just shedded, and not all of it came off, unfortunately, but you can see it here. Do you see that looks like dry skin? Yeah, right? So that's part of his shed. On his head and on his neck. Do you see that?
He has new skin.
Yeah, so he has brand new skin. Yeah.
New skin. I love it.
See it here?
You love it too?
Yeah, right? So snake shedding helps them to grow. So as he's a baby, he will grow faster. He will shed more often. When he gets full size, he won't shed as often. So you have any last questions for him? No? No one? All right, so we're going to wave goodbye to him.
Bye.
Goodbye. So now, in honor of the snake, we're going to do something really fun. We're going to do a craft. You can make your own snakes, and you can, I'll show you guys.
You got water too.
I like water too.
You drink your juice first.
Look at my snake. Like
Yeah, pretty cool.
Jackson, Daddy, me and Jackson are in the
Good. No music. It's kind of weird.